name is Stefanie Maegan. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Because therapy is too expensive. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Hello.
Hello.
This rosé is pretty good.
What's the winery on the outside?
Rose.
I thought I only saw Rose at first.
Yeah.
I was like, did Rose give you that?
No, she didn't. I don't even know where this is from. I don't even know who this belongs to.
Oh, Rosenthal Wines.
Rosenthal Wines.
Oh my God, I got into a car accident one time going to Rosenthal Wines.
What? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, it was like years ago.
Where is Rosenthal Wines?
It's in Malibu.
Oh, okay.
But it's like on the PCH.
I went to Malibu Wines and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to Malibu. But it's in the valley.
It's like in the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even in Malibu.
And the old one burned down. Did you go recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old one burned down. The old one was lit. It was so
Really?
much fun. It was like a huge, they still kind of had the terrace like vibes there, but this was like people would go, everyone would get buses, like party buses.
Oh my God. Yeah, people used to go people used to go to those all the time.
All the time.
I didn't really like the wine there.
No, but you could get a bottle of wine for like $20 or under, and then everyone just gets their own bottle. You spend like $50 in the day, and you're just like done.
Get trash. Oh my God. Plug Malibu Wines.
Yeah, for real. They're like, don't associate us with
that
your
was
debauchery.
Not sponsored at all. I'm just drinking wine. Well, hi guys. It's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broke Girl Therapy. And guess what? Rachel's back.
I'm back.
She's back.
Yay.
And we're going to read some emails and just
Love it.
Kiki. We'll just chill.
Kiki.
This is like the earliest I've ever recorded an episode.
I know, that's my bad.
No, I'm okay with that. Because now I get to just chill for the rest of the time.
It's that busy schedule. I have to be at work so early tomorrow. And I was like, if I do the usual,
because it's
I'm
usually
here until 11.
Yeah. You're like 10, 11, 10 if you're lucky.
I'm like trying to be asleep by 10 tonight. Like passed out already.
It's because I always start, because like I tell you guys to come over at 7 and then we just like hang out.
I know.
It used to be worse before. We used to like get fucked up before.
Yes, we really would. In the basement, in the dungeon.
Yeah, the dungeon. But now we're grown
R.I.P.
and have things to do.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, we're going to read some emails. Or I might have Rachel read it.
Didn't I have to read them last time too?
I make everyone read it because I'm just like.
It's okay. I have reading anxiety as well.
Yeah, you do?
But sometimes I'm fine. It's like, it's a crapshoot. Like I never know if today's going to be the day that I have a stutter. Sometimes I get I get migraines pretty often.
Yeah.
And I get I get the pain in the head and the sunlight and whatever sensitivity. But the biggest one is that I can't see. Like there's a word for it, some sort of.
Oh, like when you read and you get nervous.
Yes. And I found out because one time I was working and this type of migraine just started recently.
Oh shit.
I was at home, but I was working and I had to read a sentence like 4 times. And then I was looking at it like this. I was like closing one eye.
God.
I was trying to like and I couldn't, like they wouldn't line up.
So what do you do in that moment?
You go into a very dark room and you take some sedatives and you wake up the next day and you try again.
Holy shit. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Well, so the first time it happened, I actually had a massage scheduled and I couldn't cancel because, you have
to like charge. Yeah.
And I was so excited for this massage.
Right.
It wasn't a massage. It was a facial. And I somehow shouldn't have been doing this. This was probably really bad, but I drove there. I laid down with like an eye mask on for like 15 minutes, but my facial was like then.
Right.
And so I like got in the car. I shouldn't have driven. But once I got there and they do all those like gua sha and like facial massages, it helped a lot. And then I walked away and I was totally fine.
Oh, good.
So maybe the trick is a little
get a facial
massage. Yeah. Or go get a facial. Get a driver first and then
Call
go get
Uber.
a facial. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and I love that. Okay. Well, this one is called Friends with Benefits Predicament.
Oh, I love this.
We always love a Friends with Benefits.
Oh
my God, this is long. Okay, this is you.
Okay.
I just can't.
It's me again. Has she written before?
Let me see. Oh, yeah. I know who she is. Yeah. I've talked to her before. I remember your guys' names. So
I was about to blow her up. I was like, it's a... Okay. Hi, Steph. It's me again. LOL. I called you on the pod a while back and talked about wanting an ideal friends with benefits arrangement with someone who actually treats me like a human being. The bar really be on the floor.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just going to interject from that first sentence, though. Yeah. What it sounds like is that you're open to a relationship. But I'm just saying that right now.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll keep reading, but usually when you're wanting a friends with benefits with someone who treats you with respect,
you want a boyfriend, but you just haven't found that person.
You want a boyfriend without the label of the boyfriend.
Yeah, you want a boyfriend-ish.
Which is a tricky place to be.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue.
I love that.
Anyways, I found pretty much the perfect situation with a man I used to work with and just wanted to hear your thoughts on it. So I met this man at my last workplace. I quit back in November, thank God, because I hated that place. I always was super intrigued by him and thought he was so chill and funny, but he never really went out of his way to talk to me. I was close with one of his work besties and randomly told her I thought he was cute. She was like, funny, because he told me some stuff about you. And I was like, do tell. I love this.
I love her.
I know, me too. I love the work bestie for just letting her know.
Yeah.
He told her he thought I was hot at the time, and at the time he was interested when I had a boyfriend, so he never made a move. One day I was sitting outside on my lunch break, and he came up to me and chatted with me for a while. I suddenly realized, just by his body language and the way he was looking at me, that this man was into me.
Ooh.
I'm giddy. So I'm like living vicariously.
Yeah, you are. This man was into me.
When you're in a relationship for so long, this stuff is
fun. This stuff is really fun.
So
because it's like, man, it's been a while since I've been in that moment where you're like, his body language, he looking at me across the room. Oh, he want to fuck. Let's do this.
Down for it.
Yeah.
I'm just pretending that this is me right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, noted. Fast forward, and we're messaging over Instagram, and he finally asks me out on a date. Cute. An important detail to note, this man is about 13 years older than me. And trust me, I never thought I would be seeing a guy that much older than me.
No, we always go through a phase where we fuck someone older.
Always.
Everyone. Have you seen that movie Love Life on HBO?
Yes.
With Anna Kendrick?
Yes.
She dated that older guy?
Yes.
Everyone's had that moment. So
there's a second season of it now.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, though.
It's good.
Okay.
I like the first season better, but it's good. But anyways, yeah, Anna Kendrick's character dated an older guy. And I'm like, it's so true. I feel like everyone that I know, like in their dating experience, at one point dated somebody older.
Or if you're smart, you'll search for someone older.
Yeah. I kind of was like searching. Like at one point, like my standard was like, you can't be younger than 30. Like I was only dating guys over 30 and I was like 24.
They have to be over 30 and in therapy. And that's my requirements. Don't think that you can get them there, but if they love you, if they love you enough, they will. Anyways.
Ooh, that was aggressive burp.
Okay, where did I stop? Okay, here's some important detail. I never thought I'd be seeing a guy that much older than me, because I am aware that I'm young and very much aware of the creepy ass older dudes preying on young women. The thing I really liked about him, though, was that he waited for me to approach him in virtually every aspect of our relationship so far.
Okay.
Even now, after seeing him for like 4 or 5 times, he is constantly checking in with me, asking if I'm comfortable, if I want to try something new, etc. And he listens. That's in all caps, so that's important.
So he's older and he has experience.
That's what I'm saying. In the past, so many guys my age have been like, I want to make you come. What can I do?
And they don't do shit.
And I tell them in detail, and they proceed to do it once for approximately 4 seconds, and then they never do it again. It's because they're selfish pricks, and they don't even know how to have sex yet. So just wait. Or find someone older.
Yeah, exactly.
They never remember. But he truly listens to me and wants me to feel good. This is how you know he's older. He's so good at communicating, but again, the age difference does trip me up sometimes because we're at such different stages in life. This was my first real experience doing a friends with benefits thing, and so far I have no complaints. He makes me feel sexy, beautiful, and comfortable no matter what we're doing. But sometimes I worry because of how lovey he is with me and the fact that he told me he would want something more, that he is a little more invested than he led on. Normally, I would be into that, but I'm actually leaving for Ireland to study abroad in a month.
Good for you.
So exciting. So you best believe your girl is ready is not ready to commit. I'm going to live my best life in Ireland, as you should. Sorry for all the backstory. Never be sorry. My real question is, how do I go about communicating these concerns with him before I leave? I don't want to be hung up on anything or anyone when I leave the US, but I feel like I really don't want to stop seeing him either. I also don't want to put pressure on the seemingly no pressure situation we have. I love you so much. Aww. Thanks for reading. Feel free to call if you'd like. And if you could, I'd like to remain anonymous for now. XOXO.
Gossip girl.
Yeah.
Gossip girl.
Gossip girl.
I love that. I feel like, I mean, shit. I feel like that's an easy thing to like give advice on. Like you just, everything that you told us, like you could say that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he has to, I mean, if you've communicated with him that you're going to Ireland, I feel like he kind of has to know that like it's going to end.
You have a lot of things on your side for this conversation as well, because first of all, it sounds like, and this is me kind of interpreting, but it sounds like you guys already had somewhat of like an understanding going into it that this was like not going to be serious.
Right.
So you can always circle back to, you know, I've made my intentions clear. The fact that you're younger also totally helps.
Yeah, but he's also like expressed that he wants something more. So like she might be looking at it as like a friends with benefits, but he might be looking at it as like trying to like pursue her, which is kind of tricky.
But again, the fact that you're leaving,
that's a good out.
It's a good out. And with him being older, that's something that people, trust us, would understand. Like, yes, live it up.
For sure.
You're young.
You're going to Ireland. Like, that's so dope.
So dope.
I don't know. I would just tell him like, hey, you know, like I'm going to Ireland around this time. I do enjoy spending time with you. Like, this is so much fun, but of course, like I'm still young and have like things I want to experience. So the thought of like being in a serious relationship right now just isn't the right time. But if you want to continue to hang out, that's fine. But if you don't want to, I respect that. Just want to give you a choice.
And also at the end of the day, totally. And also at the end of the day, this is one of the last times you'll have in your life to be completely selfish.
Yes.
So while it's great that this man is amazing, it sounds like he's a respectable guy and he, you know, respects you, which is amazing. Put yourself first. Don't stop putting yourself first until ever, really. But like, especially now, don't get caught up on like how he'll respond or how he'll feel.
Right.
I mean, treat him, you know, like a human with.
Just be respectful about it. Like, I think just like, just be respectful. And then he might be a little heartbroken, but it's fine.
Everyone gets over
He's also grown and probably has been through heartbreak. So he'll like know how to deal with it if he's like a mature person.
Right.
I don't know why I feel tipsy. I think all I had today, I barely had a glass. All I had today was like a bagel and like Adderall.
Oh my God, there you go.
And I like felt it.
That was like my old like party cocktail.
Yeah.
An Adderall, a bagel, and then just a bunch of rosé.
And I'm like sitting here watching you and I'm like, oh, I'm like kind of tipsy. I feel good though. It's like relaxed tipsy.
Okay, good. Love that. Enjoy.
But yeah. So tell me about when you dated someone older. What's your story on that?
I've never really dated. Oh, I did. Like, my ex that we've talked about, like the toxic one.
Okay.
But I don't know if I have
much older was he?
By like, I think like 6 years, but I was young. I was 17 when I met him.
Oh, really?
Or I was 18 when I met him. So
but I feel like that's still like, he's still young.
Oh, 100. Well, because the oldest he was when we first met was like what, 24? Yeah. So that's why I feel like I don't have room to speak on it, especially because when I think like dating an older man, I think maturity, and I have yet to do that.
When I was 24, I dated a guy who was 34. And he's the guy that made the theme song of the show.
Amazing.
And like, I mean, I feel like my story is so different from hers because mine was more so like, I was trying to like get a boyfriend. Like I was so desperate to have a boyfriend, but he was like 34. And I feel like he was going through so much in his life. Like he just wasn't like, it was like his Saturn's return. You know what I mean? Like he was like trying to convert to like another religion and he was like just like really lost. And I think unfortunately, I think him dating me made him realize like
things he didn't want in his life.
Well, no, just that like he needed to grow up because it was like his moment where he was like, wait, I can't be like this young guy anymore. Like I want to like own like houses and all this stuff.
You should say you're welcome.
I know. I mean, I'm not even hurt by it, but I was hurt by it. But that back then, because I was just like, because I was still kind of in my party phase and wanted to hang out. And he was just like, he seemed older than 34, because 34 doesn't seem old to me anymore.
No, not at all.
He seemed like he was like 44. Like he just had like this really old soul about him.
Some people are like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, like he was just really lost. And I remember like I had friends who would tell me like, he's 10 years older. I feel like that's like a red flag. Like, why would he date someone 24?
Right.
And I used to be so offended by that. But looking back, it makes sense. I still lived in my parents' house. I was figuring out my life. And he was just like 34. And at that age, you're kind of like, no, I need to be an adult. I'm not really like in the party phase anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, it sounds like this is what our gossip girl is in that kind of situation right now. Just two totally different people in totally different phases of life.
Yeah, but he's like, seems like he's like clutching onto her.
I guess it's a little bit opposite, yeah.
But it's like, is it weird to have such an age difference, like 13 years old? Like, do you think that that's like a red flag?
Here's my thing. I wonder that, but also I feel like once you get past 26, there's really...
That's true. Like 26 to like 50.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like I would kind of question the 50-year-old. Maybe I'm being judgmental.
Well, I wouldn't question any straight 50-year-old man who wants to date a 26-year-old. I would think, okay, that's normal. There's a normal straight man doing what straight men want to do.
It's like prey on younger. But like, I don't know. I feel like maybe in some circumstances it might work. Like if the person who's younger has been through a lot and they like are more mature and like have like a different set of goals. Like I think that like it could work, but I feel like a lot of the times it's something that you do kind of have to like question.
Yeah.
You know, because being like 24 to 34, I feel like is not, I don't know.
It doesn't feel like a huge age gap to me.
It doesn't?
No.
I feel like, okay, now I feel like as a 30-year-old, it doesn't feel like it's a huge age gap. As a 24-year-old, I used to like brag about how he was 10 years older than me.
Really?
Yes. I like loved that he was older.
I kind of wish that I had that experience. I was always, my friends called me the cradle robber. I loved younger men.
Really?
Loved younger men.
Holy shit.
I know. And I think it's because, and I have
18 above though.
Obviously.
Just because
for Justin Bieber. People used to call me a pedophile. I was like, I don't care. He's 13. And I love Justin Bieber. He's so hot. And then he became like actually hot. And I was like, now all of you guys have to stand down.
Justin Bieber is fine as fuck, for real.
So fine.
He's like, I'm not even into white men, but I'm like, I would fuck that.
Absolutely.
I would totally fuck Justin Bieber.
Absolutely. No, I think it was because as I was inexperienced, I guess. Yeah, I was. I mean, I lost my virginity at a late age when I got to college, so I didn't really have like fun experiences like as a youth. And I think maybe once I started to become sexual, I was like searching for the lost time, like making up for lost time kind of thing.
I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like you lost it at a fine age.
Oh, I do too. I'm so happy with like how it happened. And I
feel like it's crazy how like losing your virginity at like 15 or something is like normalized. When like now as like grown ass women, we look at 15-year-olds like, you should not be having sex.
No, but these grown ass 15-year-olds look like they're 28.
Exactly.
It's terrifying.
But like, I don't know. I feel like, losing at college is like the perfect time.
I think so too.
The perfect time to lose your virginity.
I think so too. I do understand like circumstances where like I'm from a small town in the Midwest, not that small, but like in the Midwest, and there's really not much to do, which I assume is kind of the same taste of like other high schools. But when you're that age and like your hormones are
your
starting to go crazy.
I thought about fucking every day at like 15 years old.
I just want
my nipples to be like sucked on all the time.
That's so funny. That makes me, I don't know how that makes me feel. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm getting triggered because I was making forts at 15 and like playing with my little sister.
Stop.
I was still making forts by definitely the age of 15.
Forts are fun. I get that.
We had the coolest backyard. It was like a little forest, and then there was a big pond back.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, no, it doesn't. You're just being nice.
I'm like dry humping somebody, and meanwhile you're making a fort.
I don't think I made out with someone until my senior year of high school. Yeah, I got fingered the same night, so I. Everything,
so you jumped in real quick.
Everything with my sexuality, I waited, and then I was like, and let's go.
Like game on.
Like
you did it like slowly. I was so weird. Like I was like, first time I made out with someone was in 8th grade, and I missed his mouth.
Oh my God.
And he was shorter than me.
Oh my God.
Kevin Becker, shout out. He's a white dude who acted like he was black.
Oh.
I know, Santa Clarita. But but I was like so weird because it's like I think I wanted to do everything because like my like vagina was like ready, but I like always had rules because I didn't want people to judge me.
Right.
So I was like, I'm not getting fingered until like 9th grade.
Yeah.
Like I was always like, I'm not gonna give head until I love you. Like it was always like
you had rules.
Yeah, I had rules. So, but anyways. Now I'm just a hoe.
I definitely didn't have rules. I just flowed, and my flow was like erratic.
It was like all or nothing.
All or nothing, and it was nothing for a long time, and then it was
everything. You have so many great hoe stories. Like you've told me a lot like off air, and I'm like, fuck, why didn't you save that for the pod?
Oh, I started to write a book. Like I just started writing them down.
Can you tell just one story just for the audience?
Oh my gosh.
I love the one when you took that trip.
Which one? Like literally remind me. Which one? We could listen to my voice memos. I used to try and like voice memo after them because otherwise I'd forget.
Shut up, you did?
Yes.
You need to send those to me and I need to put them on the show.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I'll have to dig for them.
Okay. No, the one where it was like, fuck. I like vaguely remember it, but I know you like drove to Arizona.
Oh my God, that was so dumb. That was someone who was so horny and like dumb.
Okay, tell the story though.
It's like a short-lived story, but basically, I met someone on Bumble, and I was at work and we were initially chatting and he invited me to go to the Dodgers game. And so, cute. So I went to the Dodgers game and like his friend was there. That's all I really remember from like our first encounter.
Okay.
He did come back to my apartment because I didn't believe in a 3-date rule. I believe that you flow and you do as you please.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
And so he came back to my apartment. We slept together. We might not have had sex though. I think we might have just
did other
things. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what happened. Anyways, he wasn't from here. He lived in Arizona, but he had a friend / boss who owned the bar that he worked at in Arizona, who also was like either, I can't remember, he was like opening a bar here or was a partner with someone at a bar here. So they would come out to LA often. So he went home the next day and then we would like text here and there.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember how long it was from the first encounter, but I'd only seen him in person once. I'd only slept with him once. And then the next time I talked to him, or again, we like would text here and there.
Yeah.
Something was going on in my life that was making me sad. Like, I don't remember what it was, but I was like going through something. Right. So I was like abnormally lonely.
Right.
And I was talking to him and he was like out. This is the funniest part of the story. He was out like drinking with friends.
Yeah.
And he drunk dialed me, I think. And I was like telling him what was going on in my life and saying I was so lonely and sad. And he was like, come to Arizona. And I was like, what? And I was a hostess at the time. So you have weird schedules. Right. This was on like a Wednesday and I had like Thursday, Friday off.
Yeah.
And he was like, come to Arizona. Like, come right now. Like, get in the car and drive and come to Arizona. And I was like,
okay.
But I was like, I cannot do it tonight. Like, I think I had already had a few glasses of wine. I was like, I've been drinking. I can't like just hop in my car right now. I'll leave literally first thing in the morning. I was like 6 a.m. I'll get up. So I'll still like be there.
Yeah.
Before you wake up.
Oh my God, how long was the drive?
6-hour drive. It's 6 hours to get to Arizona.
For some dick.
That he invited while he was blacked out drunk. And so the next day, I'm like in the canyons of who knows, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado. Who knows? Like, I think it's actually California is like straight into Arizona, or do you go through New Mexico?
Girl,
I don't know. We'll have to look it up. Someone look it up. But I saw some shit. And now at this point, it's like 7 a.m. I texted him when I woke up and was like, I'm on my way. He didn't respond, obviously sleeping. By like 7, he calls me and he's like, you're really coming? I was like, I mean, yeah, you invited me. And then he was like, seemed excited.
Yeah.
So there was a few minutes of awkwardness. Then he seemed like, okay.
Like, this is fun.
This is okay. This can be fun. So he was like, oh my God, okay, wait, this is going to be so much fun. I'll like take you to the bar I work and blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, oh, this will be great. And he's cool. We never really had anything too romantic going on between us. It was kind of
strictly like a one date
friends thing. Like we were clearly attracted to each other. We clearly had fun.
That was it.
Yeah, that's it.
Literally,
that's it. That's literally it. And so I get there after my 6-hour-long drive, and I also had like maybe $45 in my bank account. I hope my mom doesn't listen to this because I lied to her and like told her I needed money, and she like Venmo'd me money so I could like have gas to get back. This was desperate.
Yeah.
This is the definition of desperate.
So do you get there and then
I get there and it didn't seem too awkward at first. He's a very like charismatic person. Shady. So, and I am too. So like our personalities were very like high energy, bubbly, like very friendly, can get along with anyone kind of thing. And so I get there and it seems to be fine. And then it was his parents' house. What? Yes.
He drove to his parents.
I didn't know that he lived with his parents. So we stayed there. He had another place that we went to, but like we didn't stay there for some reason.
Oh my God.
There was a lot, and
this sounds like so awkward.
It's so awkward, and I'm so pissed that I'm like having memory like lapses right now. But anyways, we go out I'm only there for like the day, the night, and then I was gonna leave the next day. So no, I was there for 2 days. Oh my God, I was there for 2 nights.
She's just like, oh my God.
It's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back.
I definitely pushed this one away. I blacked this one out.
Yeah.
I was there for 2 days. So we like go out. I get all dressed up. I'm wearing like low cut top. I know I am looking good.
Fire. Yeah.
But at this point, we've like laid down together, like napped, like just hung out, laid down. Nothing happened. And I was like, what? This is weird. Like, why else would I come here if we're not going to have sex?
Because you're at his parents' house. He can't fuck you when his mom and dad are in the next room.
But they had like left. There was times where it was like
you too.
Yeah. So there was.
He's probably so weirded out that some girl
that I was
drove
just there, but he didn't. He wasn't acting like it. Like his.
I mean, he
actions were very like, oh my God, let's go do this. Oh, I'm so excited to show you this. Like. His actions seemed very aligned with like someone who was excited to see me. Yeah. But then like the sexual stuff was not happening. And I'm trying. I'm like,
you're like, I drove all the way with $45 in my bank account
for a reason.
For dick. Where is it?
Give it to me now. Or I'm going home.
I want the dick.
And I don't have enough money to get home. Yes. So I'll have to find a way.
Right.
Maybe you can give me some money.
Make this worth it.
Maybe I'll do something and then we can make this a transaction, whatever it needs to be. So yeah, the entire time. And the one night I remember going out. So maybe it was one or 2 nights.
Yeah.
I was looking great. I was like getting hit on at the bar when he was gone, and then he would like act jealous. And then in the car, I kept trying to kiss him, but he kept turning away. It was really, really weird. And we never ended up doing anything.
Nothing.
And then I got home, and then I was pissed because I was like,
yeah,
why the fuck did you just do that? I was like, first of all, Rachel, you're so dumb. Second of all, how dare he?
Right.
And I texted him, and I was like, what the hell was that? Like, why did you not
fuck me?
And he had some excuse about like not being able to perform right now because of something. My thoughts are either A, he had a girlfriend, but we went out to all the places he goes out to, like where he works. So I was like, it couldn't be that, because then he could get caught.
Right.
I think potentially he had an STD. And maybe he was just trying not to
like
give
that.
Me an
that
STD.
could be. That's a thing.
That's my hunch. But there's also so many other. Maybe he's like questioning his sexuality.
Yeah, or
I don't know.
Or freaked out. I mean, it could be anything. Sorry.
Or freaked out by you.
But even then, it's like you're here. You're like a beautiful woman, like, and he's excited to see you. Like,
I have at that point, and I'm not saying this in like a non-humble way, but it's gonna sound exactly like this. But I had not been rejected at that point, really.
Right.
I mean, maybe like once, but like at a bar where someone's
but also like you had a woman drive 6 hours for your dick, bro. Like,
and it's not like when I got there, he was like standoffish or awkward.
Like he was still
like we were still having like a good.
You were like
time.
making out and shit.
No,
you didn't make out.
Not really. I think we maybe kissed like twice, maybe.
Where did you sleep?
On the bed with him, trying to snuggle. It was weird. It was really weird. This is really interesting and very triggering. Recounting this,
I had to
not
make
in
you,
a
like,
dramatic way triggering, but like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I had done that.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
but I love that story.
I've done a lot for the D, and now I don't do anything.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
No, it's not worth it. No, I could be fine without it.
Oh my God.
I know.
It's
horrifying.
Okay. It's a good story. It's a really good story. Like I was tuned in the whole time. Like I was really like,
it's
oh
so
shit.
funny because I really, really, really forgot about that story. So this was really fun to like actually go back to
It's definitely like one of those moments you just want to black out, because it's like those moments where you're like, why did I do that?
Like, why?
Yeah.
Why
I have
did I
so
do
many
it?
of those moments. Not as extravagant.
Yeah.
But it's just like moments like, why did I drunk call this guy or whatever?
Oh, I was the worst at that.
Yeah, you did drunk call.
I would just keep, I don't know why. I don't know what, why this happened, but I would just call over and over and over again. And people were probably like, this girl needs to be institutionalized. Like, what is actually wrong with her? I would just be
call.
so
No
drunk.
shame. No
I had
shame.
no
shame.
FaceTime? Absolutely. I'm going to FaceTime you. Leave
Yeah.
a voicemail? 100% I'm leaving you a voicemail. Like, I had no idea what shame or humiliation even was.
Didn't meet you at that time. Like,
No.
I wonder, because I was also fucking chaotic and all over the place. Like, if we were both chaotic together,
we probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. It's honestly probably so good that we didn't. We would be in so
or
much
we would just
trouble.
have a lot of memories and just be like, what the fuck
if we
was
survived
that?
if we lived to tell the day, we'd have so much content.
It would be so good.
It was so bad.
But now we're in relationships.
We're just adults.
I know, it sucks. But next story.
Okay.
I'm like still tipsy. Oh, this one's shorter.
Okay.
So this one says, making a big decision. Hey girl, I'm having to make a pretty big, oh, I'm so blind.
You want me to read it?
I'll read it.
Okay, you read it.
Hey girl, I'm having to make a pretty big decision in my life right now. I recently found out that I am pregnant. I'm about 5 weeks along. My boyfriend and I just started dating. We've only been dating for 3 months, but we've known each other for 12 years and we're always close friends. I have an appointment to schedule to get a smishmortion. Thank you for the smishmortion.
I love that.
Yeah, next
That's what I
week. But
call
I'm
it
really
too.
not sure if I want to keep the baby or not. My boyfriend really wants to keep the baby. I know at the end of the day that this is my body and my choice, and this probably is one of the hardest decisions I'll make in my life. I'm 28 and not getting any younger, but at the same time, I still have a lot to live. My main concern is money and childcare. He's willing to step up a lot for this child, but I keep going back and forth and wondering if I'm ready. I know that no one can give me an answer and that this is my decision, but I really like some advice. I've been super depressed since finding out, and I'm really scared. My boyfriend has been there for me, but I'm just really lost in all of this.
I'm crying.
Aw, I'm sorry. I just want to give you a big hug. That's hard. And this is 11 days ago, so this is recent. I mean, we've never been in this situation. Have you?
No.
So, but I think
I've taken Plan B, but
yes,
a lot.
And I've never had a schmishmortion. But ultimately it is your decision. I think, whatever decision you do make
will be the right one.
Yeah, and it'll be okay. I think there's a lot of people who do. Honestly, people always tell me too is like you're never fully ready to have a kid. Like even when you feel like, okay, I got everything together, you'll never be fully ready. So if that's a decision you want to make, there are so many, resources, and also like hopefully you have like a village of people who could help you. But if you do decide to move with the smishmortion, that is your body and your choice, and he doesn't have a say in it. Unfortunately, but so
you can totally value his opinion 100%. And it's your partner, and it's someone that is also equally involved in potentially the future of your guys' relationship, and potentially the babies. However, you are the one that gets to make that like final call. Yeah. And I was like tearing up. It's such a predicament, and it's one of those like, it's like a fear please someone make this decision for me. I would do anything,
or if you could just see all the options, right? Like if you could just see like the future of the both of them and see like how would I feel about this in 5 years.
Well, and you can do a thought experiment and think about that and really like meditate on it and journal and consider the possibilities of what life would look like in 5 years,
and what you want
taking the red
for
pill,
yourself.
and then what it would look like taking the blue pill. Like you can have those conversations with yourself. You won't know for sure, but that will help you potentially get to where you want to be. But I stand by the biggest sentiment of like whatever decision you do end up making,
it'll be right.
It will be the right decision because everything happens for a reason. So no matter what path this like decision and predicament is going to lead you down, that's where you were supposed to go anyways. So
yeah. And I think that's like crazy because it's like we've never talked about anything like that on the show before, and I've never even experienced anything like that. So it's really hard for me to kind of give like my opinion, but I think that's like, I mean, you said it just right, where it's kind of like envision your life in both decisions and see what fits the most for you.
And you'll have like that gut reaction while you're doing that of like, just really listen to your body as you do it. Like what feels right and what feels wrong. Maybe both feel right, but which one feels more right? Maybe they both feel wrong, but which one feels less wrong kind of thing. I have a lot of friends who have gone through it.
Yeah.
And I know that from conversations I've had, none of them have regretted it thus far. It's an emotional journey for sure. Yeah. That's not to say that it doesn't
in both
come
ways,
with
why either they've done a smishmortion or if they've like had the baby. I feel like either way, each person has been like, I made the right decision.
That's what I'm saying. Like any decision you end up making, you're going to be so happy in 5 years because that's just where your life is. And honestly, happiness is not like a thing that you can attain. Happiness is found in presence and in moments. And so come 5 years, you have a baby, you will be waking up every day and finding, the reasons that you are happy in that moment. And if you don't have the baby, come 5 years, you'll find all the reasons that you're happy in that moment. Like it's not going to make you happy or unhappy. No matter your decision, you're going to be happy no matter what. It's all a mindset. So
yeah, I feel like that's like so many of our biggest fears. And I think that's like important to address. Cause I even think about that too, was like, if I would get pregnant now at 30, what would I do? And like, that's such a, like, I can't even imagine just like what you're going through. But either way, I feel like just from the examples I've seen from other people, like either, you know, if they've gone through the schmishmortion or if they've had the baby, like they've always figured it out, you know? And I think there's always ways to kind of figure out and find happiness. So
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know what to say.
Go to a real therapist.
Yeah, no, that's a hard one because it's, you know, because
no one can make the decision for you but you. Yeah.
Yeah. And also like, it's hard to kind of give advice on that because if I knew you personally and knew your relationship with this person or knew, you know, your lifestyle, maybe I could have a better idea of like what kind of advice to give. But it's kind of hard because it's like, it's very like, there's so many layers and factors that play into something like this where I can't be like, get a schmishmortion or have the baby. Like I can't, this is a choice for you. And I think that like, you just have to evaluate your life and, you know, even your relationship. I think if I was in this position, you know, I would evaluate my relationship with whoever, you know, Brian or whoever I was having a baby with. Like, even if we're not together forever, would we still be able to co-parent?
Yeah.
You know, because I want to still be able to provide a good life for my kid. Because at the end of the day,
it's all about the kid.
It's all about the kid. So I think that I would really analyze like, okay, you know, it will be tough, but would this man still be here? You know, can we work through something? You know what I mean? And am I able to, because it takes a village to raise a kid. Do I have the people around me that could support me? And I know it sucks asking for help like that. No one wants to ask for help. All of us want to do it on our own, hire a nanny maybe, but it's fine. We're paying her. You know what I mean? But it takes a village to have that. So kind of looking around to see if you do have that support and if, you know, looking to yourself, if you do have the time, you know, it's just, there's so many layers and factors that I can't. If I knew you personally, then maybe I could help you guide through it. But it's hard to kind of give that advice when I don't know, you know, it's such a life-changing decision. I don't know.
Well, and I'm having a full-on experience over here. This is on topic, off topic, making it about me per usual.
Well, we have to project what we've gone through.
No, totally. Yeah. But more about like us in general. Right. It is so wild to me that just yesterday it feels like I was a child and now I am at the age that I'm closer to having a child. Right. And then acting as a parent when you're talking right now about like, you know, no matter if you stay with your partner or you break with them, like you have to consider whether or not they will be a good parent to your child.
Or if you could do this on your own, because there are single mothers out there as well too who choose that. So it's just figuring out what.
Absolutely. You know. But I, as a child of divorce, like that hit something in me right now where I was like, I was just that child that my parents were trying to figure that out. And now I'm in a position where I have to consider, it is a lot of responsibility. I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore.
No, it's like crazy. It's like kind of like that moment where we realize like, oh shit, we're adults. Like I was just having a conversation with like Nina and like, you know, I'm 30 years old. Like I'm not like a 16-year-old getting pregnant. Like if I did get pregnant, do I keep it? You know? And so before I would always be like, oh yeah, abort that shit. You know, like that was always just like, whatever, abort it. But it's like, I'm with someone I love and maybe we're not financially there, but shit, like I'm 30 and like, who knows if I could have this opportunity again. And like, that's like really kind of like tricky. Yeah. And also like, you know, like even if I don't get pregnant, cause I mean, Jesus, I'm just gonna like pray to everything.
Where's the Christmas?
No, everything? I'm like, just to do. I'm like freaking out over here. No, but you know, or even just like the thought of planning towards that direction. Just like when we date and we're in these relationships and we're grown women, you know, like we're not just like having fun and being in relationships. You have to think about like, can we be together? Can we have a kid together? Because what's the next step after this? You know,
every thought I have in my relationship at this point is centered around my child. I've always been that person though too. Like ever since I was a baby, I was like, I'm gonna be a mom.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I've always been like been wanting to be a mom, but like I want to like do it at the right time.
Yes. Oh, I'm not in any rush to get there. Absolutely. But since I was little, I was like, I am going to be a mom and that is going to be my job. Like my job is to be a mom.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people have career goals and I do too, but
yeah. You're like,
the thing that drives me is like, I cannot wait for when I am financially, emotionally, ready for that moment. And
sometimes sometimes people just are not there.
I know.
And sometimes, and I mean, even my parents, like, I feel like my parents, I feel like they jumped into the relationship really quickly and my dad knocked up my mom within like 3 months. And they just kept it, and like they just immigrated to this country and they figured it out. I mean, granted, we were living in like a 1-bedroom apartment, all crammed in, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like all 5 of us and like my grandma's there and like all these, there's a bunch of people in like a 1-bedroom apartment, but eventually like we moved up and kept moving up and we ended up in a house. Mm-hmm. So it's just like you figure it out and they came to a new country and met each other and got knocked up in like 3 months and they figured it out. You know what I mean? So like there's ways and I think it's just a part of life. Unfortunately,
Absolutely. Well, and I fully believe that in relationships in general, but like even especially like bringing a kid into it, if you want to be with your partner, like if you have that drive, you have that will, and they're not in any way like abusive, right? Or like you shouldn't be with them. You feel like they'll be a great dad too. You can make it work. Like no matter what,
it's gonna be tough though. That's the thing. Is like
everything.
I'm sure they know this person listening is like, I know I can make it work. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But like it's gonna be rewarding at the same time. But at the same time, I don't know because it's like I've not been in this situation, so it's really hard to speak on it. But I think I'm just if it was me, I guess I would just say like I don't know. I mean, it's hard because I would be really conflicted too. But I think knock on wood, hopefully I don't get pregnant. But if I do get pregnant and I'm 30 years old and it's from Brian, like I'd keep it.
Yeah.
And because I know that he would be an amazing dad.
He would, for sure. And
also, I'm not getting any younger. Like, I'm 30. Like, it's already kind of like...
You're still young.
I'm still young, but I'm, like, it gets complicated as you get older, like, biologically. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just, it is. So, it's just like, like, I feel like it's like a blessing in a way. So, I would. That's my personal decision. But I know I'm not financially there.
Wow, so totally.
It would be really tough. But and ideally I would want to be at a financial place and have a kid, and that's the plan. But if like the world was like pregnant, I'm gonna have to keep it.
I think what I'd say as my official statement to this, other than whatever decision you make will be the right one, I'm so sad, like not sad, but I feel for you fully, like so empathetic towards like the decision and its weight that it carries. However, I'm also excited for you because you're at a point in your life where you have the ability to, this is a huge, huge, huge moment. And no matter what decision you do end up making, you're going to look back on this moment and you're going to learn so much from this moment, and you're not going to be the same person you were yesterday come a few months when you make your decision or whenever you do. This is a huge like pivotal moment of growth and experience. And I think it is beautiful when people do get to have this kind of, I made the like Matrix joke, but the red pill and blue pill, like you have the ability to choose the path and
that's powerful.
It's powerful. Yeah. And I think it's beautiful. And so to help alleviate any amount of stress, which I know seems like impossible, it is also exciting. No matter if you decide to abort it and then live maybe a smishmort it and live a more, vicarious life the next few years and try again. Or you embark on this journey. They're both going to be journeys and they're both going to be fulfilling because you will be able to. You chose it and you're the own captain of your life. So you get to decide where you find your happiness. And I think you'll find it no matter what decision you make.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Aw. Cheers to that.
Cheers to smishmortions.
Cheers to or having a baby. Either or.
Whichever one.
Cheers to pro-choice.
Pro-choice.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, so we have time for one more.
Oh, it's okay. This looks good. Wait, did you see the...
What?
Look at the caption.
The caption says, cheated on my husband with my boyfriend, story time. Yes. Long as fuck. She's like, this is good. I was like, this is long.
I don't care. I'll read fast. Okay. I love this. Okay. I love this. Okay. Anyways, let's see. I'm back. Oh, another repeat.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that. See, build relationships. We got to build relationships with each other. I love it. I want you guys to come back to me.
Yes, keep coming back. Okay. Yeah. I'm back with another crazy story. This was something that happened to me about 2 years ago, and that now that's officially over with, and I want to talk about it. LOL. When I was 18, I got married to this guy who recently moved to my city from London. Hot accent. Okay. Love it. We ended up getting married 5 months after meeting. Things started to get rocky when I realized this man had a huge...
got married after 5 months of meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
No judgment. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Whatever. Flow with it.
We're just like, it's so romantic.
I think it is. Well, just like, there's so many times where I've been in situations in my life, or like friends have moved fast or I've moved fast. Yeah. Where you are always trying to like slow yourself down because of what culture and society tells you to. Like, yeah.
I'm just scared of marriage. Life is
so short. Just like flow short, with your emotions. Just like have fun. Divorce is like, that's why we have them.
I don't know if that's like good advice or bad advice.
Take it as you must, but I don't care about divorce.
I just have trauma with like marriage. Yeah, you don't care about divorce. You're a child of divorce.
I know. Maybe that's my coping mechanism. But like,
you're like, it's fine. You could just divorce.
I mean, yes, like all divorces are.
Yeah.
And there comes trauma. So like, I wouldn't want to put kids through that. But I also believe that like nothing is promised in this life. And so the more you live without fear, the more you just like enjoy moments and just be present. So like whatever, I'm happy right now, and when I'm not happy, I'll do something about it. So I don't know, take that advice or don't. Maybe I'm fucked up. I am in therapy and my therapist seems to think I'm okay-ish. Anyways, okay, so we ended up getting married 5 months after meeting. Things started to get a little rocky when I realized this man had a huge drug and alcohol problem. There was an altercation.
That's why. Sorry, continue.
I know what you're saying. We'll vet them first. Like, let's vet them, and then let's get that out of the way 5 months before the wedding. Yeah. Okay, huge drug. There was an altercation that happened between us that led to the cops being called and him getting arrested. Been there, done that. And I ended up having to put a restraining order against him. So in the meantime, I started to feel super lonely. And so I decided to download Tinder and ended up matching with this fine ass guy, LOL. Even from the pictures on his profile, I knew he was a fuckboy and I wanted him, as it usually goes.
Fuckboys are, they're needed for some things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They could be valuable.
They are, for sure. I literally made it my mission to make him mine. Okay, well, that is, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
When we first started talking.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You should never make it a mission. Sorry. Okay, continue.
No, continue.
I just feel that statement, I'm going to make him a mission to make him mine. Uh-huh. I don't know why I like that.
Why you don't like it, or why you like it?
I don't know why I don't like that. I don't know why. Continue.
Dissect that.
I don't understand. Because I can't explain it. I don't know why. I feel uncomfortable with that statement.
Really?
I don't know why.
I like it. But that was me in my chaotic days. Or maybe like, I loved the chase.
Okay. Maybe I do like. But
some people genuinely don't. It's all trauma.
But I usually would chase the guys. Mm-hmm. Like I usually with Morgan, I was always like, I want you. With Brian, I want you. But maybe
they were also.
But just like I never like went in to be like, you're gonna be mine. I don't know why. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe
a little with Morgan though, because you had like competition.
That's true. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe because it is triggering because it is me. Maybe because it's
I told
me.
you, trauma.
It's trauma. Maybe because I'm triggered because that's the old me. Okay. Okay, continue.
Anyways, we'll dissect that later.
Yeah.
Write that down for your therapist. Okay. Fuckboy 91. I later made my mission to be mine. When we first started talking, he told me he was not interested in getting into a relationship, and I told him I was okay with that. The first time we linked, he pulled in his two-door black Honda Accord. Oh, that's what Chris drives. He loves Honda Accords. So I should have kept reading. So you know that's already a red flag. That's hilarious. You're like, wait, that's my boyfriend. Oh, and he loves them. When we're on the road, he'll be like, that's a nice Honda Accord. He doesn't like the new models. Good to know. I didn't know that was a red flag. You would have saved me so much time. Oh my God. Okay, so Honda Accords, red flag. We're learning so much from this. Anyways, I was super shy at first. Like, I could not make eye contact with this man, LOL, but I was so attracted to him. Anyways, I left early and we ended up talking on the phone after, LOL, and decided to hang out again the next day since he lived 5 minutes away from me. He rolled up a joint and we started talking for a while. Next thing you know, we make eye contact for a couple of seconds and then start making out hardcore. Like, it was passionate AF, and somehow ended up in the back of my car, not his Honda Accord. And somehow I ended up riding his dick, LMAO. When I tell you I was riding the shit out of him, I literally had the car shaking. Homeboy was pussy whipped after. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Was pussy whipped.
It's like so out of character for you, homeboy.
I know.
Homeboy was pussy whipped.
I'm trying to get into character here.
Yeah.
Was pussy whipped after that moment. Can't say it. Okay, I'm going to try it just one more time. Yeah. Homeboy was pussy whipped after that moment. LOL. We hung out every single night. After he got off work, we would come to the apartment's parking lot and we'd fuck in my car or his after we smoked. The sex was so good. We'd stay in the car from 10 p.m. till 4 a.m. just having sex and talking and getting to know each other. It's like we blocked everything and we just were focused on each other. No phones, no nothing. He told me everything about him and I told him everything about me.
She's a romantic for sure.
Yeah, I know. I'm loving this part of it.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that I had a husband.
Yeah.
We left that part out.
Okay.
I know it was wrong of me to keep it from him, but in that moment I wanted to feel alive. I didn't want to talk about the family issues that I had going on. Eventually things started to get serious and he wanted to know more and wanted to come inside my apartment. He kept getting suspicious and I brushed it off and made an excuse every time. Things back home were falling apart and I was very unhappy with my husband because I didn't want to be with him anymore and he didn't make me happy, but whatever. I mean, I wonder why. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Whatever. R, which is the Tinder guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't around. Whenever he wasn't around, I would sleep with my husband and think that I was fucking R. I know, but I don't feel bad because my husband was a piece of shit. He also started to suspect and ask me where I was going and who I was with all the time. And when I would sleep, he would go through my phone and found out about R. And I straight up told him that I was fucking someone else. And then she did this emoji. He was upset, but I didn't care. Damn. He would literally see me get ready for the night to go out with R and wouldn't say anything. So I'd go out with R. He'd take me to new restaurants I'd never heard of or bars I never went to. When we were in the car, I'd listen to music I'd never heard before. We'd fuck in random and restrooms inside the bar. We'd even fuck outside his house in the driveway.
Oh my God.
This is fun. But one day I finally decided to tell him the truth about everything. And we stayed together at times. Did I read that wrong?
Yeah, wait.
Okay, LOL. But one day I finally decided to tell him the truth about everything. And we stayed together at times.
So maybe they were like on and off. They stay together.
I guess.
Okay.
He would come over and my baby daddy knew we fucked, by the way.
They had a kid?
I guess. I would make our bed ready.
What? What does it make the bed?
I don't know. I'm reading it, I swear.
Wait, sorry. Read that line again.
I'll read it. It's going to be the same. When we were in the car, I'd listen to music. Okay. I'll just start from there. The music I'd never heard before. We'd fuck in restrooms inside the bar. We'd even fuck outside his house in the driveway. LOL. But one day I finally decided to tell him the truth about everything, and we stayed together at times. He would come over and my baby daddy knew we'd fucked. By the way, I would make our bed ready.
So she'd go out and he would know that like they would fuck by the way that like
the bed was made.
Yeah, because like because maybe like the guy came over and they would fuck and then she would make the bed afterwards and then he probably knew that it was made differently.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was hard to have a husband and a boyfriend at the same time. I can only imagine. Because they always wanted to bump into each other, but unfortunately that never happened.
They knew about each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I separated from my husband about a year after that, and R told me one random ass fucking day that he got a job offer in California. We live in Houston. Bitch. When I tell you my life was over, I literally felt like my life was over.
The boyfriend got a job in California.
They live in Houston. I was ready to pack my things and move over there, but he wanted to try and do long distance. We drove from Houston to LA and I helped him settle in. Once I left, things changed. Sounds about right. I started to get super clingy and obsessive. Going from living 5 minutes away to living across the country took a toll on me. I couldn't sleep and I couldn't do anything because I needed to know everything he was doing. I was always stressed out.
Yeah.
I always wanted to know where he was and who he was with. He ended up breaking up with me right after lockdown ended and got a new girlfriend 2 days later. He came back to visit me and fucked my brains out. This is giving me a headache. Oh my God, this is a roller coaster. Okay, so he came back to visit me and fucked my brains out and made it official with her that same weekend. Oh, I cried my eyes out. Yeah. My heart was broken for months, but I eventually moved on to bigger and better things. Eggplant emoji. And he says, sliding up my DMs, trying to hit it again. He stays sliding up in the DMs. Poor thing is aging badly. I dodged a bullet there because I definitely had him in his prime. Anyways, I'm currently going through a divorce from my husband. Please wish me luck. I need him off my back so I can live my best whole life.
Yeah, I think
this was such a fun ride that we just went on.
I just feel like I went through a lot.
I
went through a lot. No, I feel like she doesn't need advice. She already knows.
She's got to figure it out.
She's got to figure it out. She's divorcing. She's not with that guy anymore. She's living her life.
This was purely for our entertainment.
Exactly. So I think, I feel like she's like completely aware of what she did wrong.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't have any advice.
I don't have any advice either. It sounds like you are.
It was just the tea. She wanted to give us the tea.
Yeah. And you know what? I love a good piping hot cup of tea.
I do.
So thank you for delivering.
Like the tea. But I hope she doesn't fall into the same thing again. I do really hope that you enjoy yourself. And because circling back to the first fucking like sentence, she rushed herself. Mm-hmm. So that's why it kind of like, from my assumption, spiraled into like going to this whole phase because she rushed, didn't take her time. That's why I'm a huge advocate on taking your time on marriage, but that's just me. And so
yes, I agree.
I know you agree. But like, that's why it's important to kind of get to know somebody and also get to know yourself before you get into that type of commitment. Because, I think a lot of times we do get wrapped up in like the love and the excitement of things, and it's like very impulsive, and then we do things like getting married and you know and all that stuff, and then she finds herself being like, wait, I'm not ready, and doing all these stuff, and also finding out that he's a dick, you know, that he's an asshole. And so
I think there is a lot to learn from this entire situation. And I think as you age and you grow and you mature, you'll look back as one of these, like, kind of like what I said on the last one, like you'll look back at this moment as being like a pivotal moment in your life where you learned a lot about yourself and yourself in relationships and yourself out of relationships. And I think,
I think there's like still so much you just want to like get off on, you know, like and accomplish before you like settle down. And I think that's dope. I think now you realize that. So you're going to go on this journey of just like having fun and just like being by yourself, you know, and just, you know, shit, have fun. I'm all about going through the whole phase.
Totally.
Whole phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got different phases. It's
different phases, different ages. It comes and goes.
Yeah. And she clearly needed to go on another one. So yeah, I mean, hopefully.
No judgment.
No judgment at all.
Judgment. Never judge yourself for even this. Like, you know, these moments are exactly, again, in line with the advice I've already given, but like every single thing happens for a reason. And everything that happened to you just recently was exactly what you were supposed to go through. We've all been through some shit that we could all like absolutely
just kiki. And
she just told
you.
I don't want to talk about that again.
All the way there. We all do those stuff. We're like, why the fuck did we do that? But we do it out of impulse.
Yeah.
We do it out of the thrill. We do it because it sounds
immaturity
fun. The immaturity, the high. You get a high from, it's like a drug. All of this excitement, this roller coaster is like this fucking adrenaline.
Yeah.
And we get so addicted to that.
Right.
And then I think the only way that we learn is we go through the consequences and realize, fuck, I don't want to go through that shit again. You know, so it's just a huge learning curve for you.
That's why I'm all for.
And hopefully, you know, you take something from this and you know,
learn from it,
do better.
That's why I'm all for just the flowing. You know what I mean? Like when I said flow to the, ouch,
sorry, oh June,
with the flowing, with the, you know, getting married or whatever. You'll learn from it at the end of the day. If you're not harming yourself and you're not harming others, let your like process
live. That's a great ass story. Like you gonna tell your grandkids that, and that's like not hilarious, but it's like it's life.
It's life. Yeah,
makes good content. It makes a good story.
Great podcast.
Yeah, great podcast. It makes a great experience. Like you could look back and be like, damn, I really like lived through that. Like going back to Love Life on HBO.
Yes.
Don't want to give any spoilers, but she's definitely been through all this stuff that was like, you know, that she didn't really plan for or expect, and it happened, and then it ended up coming together at the end. So I think that's, you know, it'll happen.
It's just life.
Just try to learn from your mistakes, I guess.
It's life, baby.
Yeah. Anyways, that was fun. I got buzzed, and now I'm like hungry.
I know, I'm so hungry.
I think my like Adderall's running off, and I'm like hungry again.
Yeah.
Anyways, any last words for me?
Oh, I'm just happy.
Oh my God, we're done. It's not even 6 o'clock.
This is wild. It doesn't look like it's 6 o'clock.
It feels like it's 9.
It feels like we're finishing at the same time. No, just happy to be here, you know.
Yeah.
Love you.
We'll do this again.
Yes.
Always have you back.
Okay. Sooner than later.
Yeah. I want to do more of like a trio with Rose again.
We have to.
That was so good.
So good.
And so much fun.
We should do something fun where we have like an outdoor episode and like do it in like where Rose lives in like her cool backyard.
Oh my God.
And like wear crazy things.
I'd be so down.
Like let's just have fun. Like
she has a lot of props. So yeah, we should all wear fur.
Let's
like all of her fur jackets.
Yes.
And she has like 5 pinatas, and we'll just like put pinatas in the fucking.
That's what I want.
She has like a prop house, pretty much.
I know. I want to go, and we're gonna make this happen, and it'll just be a silly, fun podcast.
Yeah, yay! And then plug yourself.
Okay, I hate this part. You know it better than I do.
It's RACHWSBRCH.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Sounds great when you do it.
I know, because I had to type it in all the time. And then follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit is there. And you guys, send me more stories. I want to read more stories. So
we want more tea.
We want more tea. So go on my website, brocotherapy.com. I have a contact page. You can fill it out. Send me your phone numbers, whatever it is. And next year, I'm trying to really do even more of these. So maybe 2 episodes a week.
Ooh, I love it.
See. Do you guys want 2 episodes a week?
Yeah.
Do y'all want 2 episodes? Okay. All right. Well, anyways, bye.
Bye.
Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy.